The Alpha Sessions.
Hi, Member. This is the Alpha Sessions, and I'm here with Ben Brown. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad.
Thanks so much for coming down.
My pleasure. Good to be here.
You just released your debut single.
Yeah.
Called Walked Away. Tell us a bit about that.
So it was a song that I wrote pretty much at the start of uni in first year. And then I got signed to an independent record label called Stride Records. And I got in a studio and recorded it. It took about a year before it was ready, so it was quite a long just going back and forward. But it was my first time sort of going through that process.
Talk us through that process. How does it work?
So you go in, I did about a 6-hour session where I went in and just laid down the guitar, and then you sit there with the producer building the track. So he'll be like, do you like this, do you like this? And I'll be like, yes, no. Create the track, get the vocals down, and then you literally just send it back and forward saying, take this, add this, turn that up, blah blah. And it takes ages, but I'm in that process again now because I've recorded an EP.
Cool.
Which is going through that as well.
What is it that motivates you to kind of get to that end point? Because I imagine if it was me, I'd be like, oh, for goodness sakes, and I'd just...
It's really frustrating because I want it now all the time.
Yeah.
But that's not how it works, unfortunately, because he's got lots of other people that he's doing that for. But
so it tests your patience as such?
Yes, it does, especially with the first one. A year's a long time to wait. But yeah, it's part of it. So
you mentioned briefly that you're recording an EP currently.
Yep.
Do we know when that's going to be out, or...?
So the plan is to get that out in November.
Cool.
And one of the songs will be released as a single before, which you can look out for on my social media and stuff.
So how many tracks are on the EP?
5.
Cool. And are we allowed to know what it's called, or is it early days?
I don't actually know what it's called.
So what was it that made you release Walked Away as your debut single? Was it the first single that you ever wrote? Have you written other tracks? Or?
Yeah, no, I'd written loads of tracks, so it was quite weird actually because I went into the studio that day to record a different song, but before we started, the producer literally he was playing me some of the songs that he'd produced for other people, and I didn't think the song that I was gonna record suited it, so I did that one instead as a last minute thing, and it's gone all right.
And what's it about? Is it based on a personal experience or?
Yeah, it's based on stuff that happened at uni with someone who I shall not name. It's quite a descriptive verse, so this doesn't leave much to the imagination, but it's just a story of over a couple of weeks turn of events. 7 a.m. stumbling from the night before. We're all danced out, feel tired and my feet are sore. Now we're hugging on the sofa, hardly even know her, saying you're locked out, I don't even know how. Crashed out on the couch, staying here till 4:30. But when you go, will you speak to me again? We'll take it slow. There are only things to gain from me. Time escapes, but loneliness is so much worse at the end. But oh, please don't hurt me. It's all so easy to do that from here. I can't take another one that walks away, the one that walked away. The one that walked away. 3 days pass so fast and we still not talked. We keep words out not loud, but I still want more. Now I'm putting off the day cause I don't know what to say, and I'm so sunk, still drunk, I don't even know how. Crashed out on the couch, staying here till 4:30. But when you go, will you speak to me again? We'll take it slow. There are only things to gain from me. Time escapes, but loneliness is so much worse at the end. But oh, please don't hurt me. It's all so easy to do that from here. I can't take the one who walked away, 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 the one who walked away. But oh, please don't hurt me. It's all oh so easy to do that from here. I can't take another one that walks away, the one that walked away, the one that walked away.
The Alpha Sessions.
It's hit number 6 on the songwriting iTunes chart. First of all, well done.
Thank you very much.
And second of all, is that a culmination of downloads and sales? How does all that work?
That's just, I'm pretty sure that's just iTunes downloads.
Okay.
Yeah, so on release day it reached number 6, which was crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good job. Cool. And you're also doing some fantastic covers at the moment. I've seen quite a few online. Do you have a favourite? Or is it kind of like having lots of children and you love them all the same?
It's not my children, though, it's other people's. I like the one that I just did. I was in Sicily the other week and I filmed a cover on my balcony with the ukulele, which is really cool. Not because it's my favourite song to cover, but just because of the setting. It was really cool. And I had someone, after I finished, on a balcony a couple floors down, started clapping. I was like, oh.
But is there a strategy when you pick a cover? Like, does it have to be a certain type of song, or do you just randomly pick a tune and go, I like that one, I'll go for it?
I like to go for songs that someone of my genre wouldn't really cover. But yeah, that takes a bit of work as well, because you sort of have to make it your own. But yeah, I did a cover on Vibe Radio of Hit Me Baby, which was quite like just something different that people don't expect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Is that a favourite then?
It's one of them, but I'm kind of bored of it because I've been doing it for a long time.
And how did the music thing all start?
So I've been playing... So when I was a kid, I used to just always want to play guitar. My parents bought me this plastic guitar, which it was like plastic strings. It wasn't an actual guitar. And I used to just be playing it the whole day, and it must have made a terrible noise. But yeah, eventually when I was the first chance I could, which was when I was 7, I started learning classical guitar. And it just went from that. Then when I was about 12 or stuff, I was in a band, started doing my own stuff. Originally a rock band, as a guitarist. And then the singing, I was a choir boy back in the day. So yeah, and eventually just stuck it all together and like trying to make my own sound now. So
that's really cool. And what about influences? Who would you say was an influence for your stuff now? So,
I mean, originally when I started doing acoustic music, like most acoustic artists, Ed Sheeran is one that pops up a lot. But now I listen to more, do you know Tom Mist?
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. Newton Faulkner was another acoustic artist that I like listening to. Chet Faker, Australian guy, pretty good. Yeah, so a little mix of all those, really.
And if we were looking through your playlist that you're currently listening to at the moment, what would we find on there?
All my sort of it's so it would be quite a bit of Tom Mist. Oh, Zach Abel as well. Yeah. One that he's sort of an up and coming singer who's amazing. I'm listening to a lot of him recently. So yeah, and some. Do you know a YouTube channel called Majestic Casual? No, I don't actually. So it's basically, it's quite hard to explain. It's just really chilled music that, I don't know. It's not all sort of about like lead vocals and stuff. Some of it's just like, I don't know, like synths and stuff. Just weird. You know, check it out. It's cool. Hey. You know just what to say. things that scare me, I should just walk away. But I can't move my feet. The more that I know you, the more I want to. Something inside me's changed. I was so much younger yesterday. Oh, I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Don't need no butterflies when you give me the whole damn zoo. By the way, you do things to my body. I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Know just how to make my heart beat faster, emotional earthquake. Bring on disaster, you hit me head on, got me weak in my knees. Something inside me's changed. I was so much younger yesterday. Oh, hey, I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Don't need no butterflies when you give me the whole damn zoo. By the way, you do things to my body. I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Starving till I tasted you.
The Alpha Sessions.
What about the video for your latest single, Walked Away?
Yeah.
What kind of made you go down that road, and what inspired you to put that video together?
So, I mean, it was my manager's idea to do the video. Weird experience. I'm not really. Yeah, it was quite weird. Like the girl that was in the video, I met on the day of the shoot. So yeah, it was weird, but it's quite cool to do, and it also gets people talking because not all artists decide to do music videos when you don't have the biggest budget in the world. But I think it adds another dimension because anyone can listen to it on Spotify and stuff. But yeah, it was cool. It's weird. It's one that I sort of look back on and cringe a little bit, but that's probably because it's me.
So for anyone that hasn't seen the video of the debut single, talk us through it.
Okay, this is one of those things that you know when you like read out song lyrics, it just sounds like 100 times cheesier than it's gonna be like that. But so basically, it's weird. It's a mix between two things. So the first thing is the storyline of the song, so about the girl. Sort of with the girl and then without the girl, and then the second part of the story is the process of me making the song. So like there's me at the beginning, like writing the song, like writing down lyrics and then like scrunching up and throwing it and stuff. Then it goes to me recording in the studio, and then it all ties in at the end where it's sort of where I'm playing my song at a gig. So it's sort of written it, recorded it, performing it. And then the girl sort of turns up at the gig, and it's Disney and all that. So yeah, that's the music video.
You've played quite a bit live as well. I've seen that you've done some Safer Sounds gigs, amongst others. Have you got a favourite venue in London, or?
I've done the majority of my gigging in Leeds now because that's where I go to uni. In London, I'm not exactly sure. I don't even think I'm allowed to say the locations of Safer Sounds, apparently. But my favourite location I've ever played at was this was just when I was starting out. There was a band that used to go to my school called Room 6. They're now broken up now, unfortunately. But they did their EP launch at O2 Academy Islington, which is really cool, and they asked me to support. So that was really cool. That was like 400 or 500 people.
Wow.
That's the best venue I've probably played at. Yeah, it was cool.
Sweet. And you recently got some airplay on BBC Radio London.
Yep.
That was last week now. How was that for you? And did you get to know in advance what happened, or did they just randomly put it on? Or?
So you send the way it's BBC introducing. So you send your track in, and they're meant to email you saying basically saying if they're going to use your track. but they didn't. So I got so it was played on a Saturday. On the Monday, I got a message from a radio presenter in Newcastle, who messaged my Facebook page directly and was like, heard your track on BBC Introducing, really like it, call me on this number. And I'm like, you what? I was literally and I was like, did you just say I was on BBC Introducing? And he was like, yeah, on Saturday. So I went back on the BBC website and went to Saturday's show, and it was there, and it was honestly weird. It was so, like, yeah, didn't expect it at all.
So what happened with this guy in Newcastle?
He is I think he just called me saying he liked my stuff and he wanted to play my single on his, I think it's called Nova something, I should probably know. But yeah, and he said he wanted to hear the EP and he'd like to play that when that's out. So
nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Good stuff. So what's next? You've obviously got the second single coming up soon. Mm-hmm. When can we hear about that? So, I mean, it should probably be announced in the next couple of weeks or so. We're just trying to get everything. So, as I said, we're doing the music video and the artwork next week. So we're just trying to basically get everything ready as quick as possible and hopefully released around September time. But yeah, look out on socials for that. Cool. And if we want to find out more about you, where can we go? What can we do?
So the main one is my Facebook page, as I just said, which is stick in Ben Brown Music and it should come up there. Yeah, and my Instagram is benbrown_UK, same as my Twitter. And yeah, link to everything you can pretty much find on my Facebook page. So yeah, Ben Brown Music.
Cool. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I've never met someone like you. Yeah, you're the one I want if you haven't caught on yet. You've got me wrapped right round your pinky. But I gotta play cool, cause I don't wanna lose you soon. As the sunlight breaks my curtains, I'm scared you're gonna break my heart. I'm feeling I'm moving 80 miles a minute, and you've not left the start. But I can't chase forever, I just wanna be your sweetheart, baby. I'm breaking down, cause everything just brings me back to you. My mind is playing games of what to do. Yeah, I just wanna see you soon, cause I'd make me a fool for you. Just hold me in your arms again. But I can't stay angry no matter what you do. Button nose in your fashion clothes, and I keep getting lost. I think I'm losing the plot. Was playing the field, but now I miss you, I'm not. As the sunlight breaks my curtains, I'm scared you're gonna break my heart. I'm feeling moving 80 miles a minute, and you've not left the start. But this keeps getting harder. I just wanna be your sweetheart, baby. I'm breaking down, cause everything just brings me back to you. My mind is playing games of what to do. Yeah, I just wanna see you soon. Does that make me a fool for you? Just hold me in your arms again. I hate the way that this is gone. It's a mistake to get myself caught up in this again. Maybe I never learned from this mess that I've made. It's driving me insane, cause everything just brings me back to you. My mind is playing games of what to do. Yeah, I just wanna see you soon. Does that make me a fool for you? Just hold me in your arms again.